Even getting into a packet of soft mints over here is hard work. Oh, they've shut the motorway now. Excellent. Oh, I'm loving this country. This is a very, very good reminder of what I'm leaving behind. You go out, you go shopping to IKEA, and you're all right, love, shall we buy a sofa? Yes. But it's raining. Oh, it doesn't matter, it's only a short journey home. What we can do is, I'll leave the boot open and we'll just drive home. It's only 5 minutes down the road. Oh my God, it's going back all the way back up here, all the way back up here, all the way back. There's some things that go on, you think, why was I so scared about that? The surveyor's just been, and I was shitting myself. I didn't sleep last night in case this shit, I don't know. I was just scared. I've never had a surveyor come round before. He was here 14 minutes, went round, turned all the lights on. He said it's only a basic check. He said it won't be a problem, blah 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 blah. And off he went. Asked a few questions about the ground rent, service charges, how often do you pay it, how much do you pay. The only thing that I've been worried about is that. He said I'm only here to make sure that the estate agent's telling the truth. You know? He said it's not a problem. I don't know what that means actually. It's not a problem. Is that just a pacifier sort of thing to keep me out of the way? In actual fact, there is a problem. I don't know. Oh, I can relax now. I've got to go down and see We Buy Any Car or whatever it is, and see if I can drop that in the day before I leave and see if there's going to be a problem, because it's going to be a Tuesday I leave, I think it is. So hopefully I can drop the car off on the Monday, get a taxi back and get the money in the bank. But I'm feeling a lot more positive again now. That was a big hurdle to me, and I don't know why. When I got the estate agents in here, I said, can you see any fourth payment for anything or whatever? I don't know. I said that I've only got a limited amount of savings, you know, I'm going to be struggling. And she said, no, it'll all come out the sale of the flat. So, okay, brilliant, thank you very much. I had to pay a £60 registration fee for, I can't remember. I had to pay £99 for the EPC, which they didn't tell me about. I've had to pay £200 up front to a solicitor for a registration fee. I've just had a bill to the landlords who own the lease on the building for £600 to pay for a management pack, which needs to go to the purchaser's solicitor that I've had to pay. I ain't going to get that back. So I think we're round about, all in, about 1,500 quid I've had to fork out that I didn't expect to fork out. And they told me that I won't have to pay anything up front. That's what they said to me. They just want the bloody sale, don't they? They do. And I think my leg, the pain that I'm getting is a lot of revolves around sleep quite a lot as well, because I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't sleep a bloody wink whatsoever, because the surveyor's coming round today, who I didn't really need to worry about, and he said it's just basically a formality. He said don't worry about it, it's only for a mortgage. I don't quite understand only for a mortgage. You know, there's things that I didn't think about taking with me that I use every single day, all day, every day, and you don't realise that you're actually using them. With things like I've got to take this with me, which is the mug that Chloe got me on my first Father's Day when she came back here. I need everything done now, not before I leave, not just before I leave, because I'll be so scared that I've just forgotten something, because this is a one-off. I can't just then think, oh yes, I've left that at home, or I need that, or where's that? I can't do it again. So everything's got to be absolutely perfect. It's not like going on holiday. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot my toothbrush. Although that doesn't really matter because I can buy one. You know, there's loads of things that I've got to consider. I've got to take a meter reading on the morning that I go, and I've got to submit that the morning that I go, and I've got so many things on my plate at the minute, and I know the next 3 weeks. How many days we've got left now? We're on less than 20 days. I've got 3 very stressful weeks ahead of me. I know I have. But it's all one-off. I won't have to do it ever again. Because I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming back to this cold, damp. No. I'm going to hot, humid. I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Oh, I've got a joint of pork cooking. 2 kilo in weight. It was. Oh, look at that. I bought it just before Christmas. I went to go and get a turkey crown, but it was absolutely manic there, and it was starting to really piss me off, and I just picked one of those up and I thought, well, that'll do. I know the lighting isn't right, and I haven't got my potted plant and my green screen with a great mammoth of a hall behind me, but I don't give a shit. I need to just explain something while it's fresh in my mind. I waited for Chloe for 16 years. I've been in this flat over 20 years now. And I always said to myself that once she's come back into my life, I've got to move on. I can move on. And my brain has been sitting here in limbo, and things have gone wrong in my life, and it's all been shit for over 20 years now. Chloe came back in my life, and she was a complete shell of a person, and she started getting she was going all lethargic and stuff, and I suppose it was one of the reasons why I agreed to her moving over to Belgium. It was just she's not happy here, so you know. So she moved over to Belgium, and she's never been happier. She's never been so relieved. She's living the life. She's got a job. She's looking at getting another cat, and things are absolutely. They couldn't be better in her eyes. September the 4th, I think it was when I took her to Belgium. I was coming back, and I thought, okay, it's my life now, and I said onwards and upwards. I then started doing an Excel spreadsheet of what percentage sure I am about moving to Thailand, and most of the time it was sitting at 20%, and then it started going up to 40%, 60%, then dropping back down, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually it went up to, I think it was about 80 or 90%. That started happening in October, I think it was. Well, during the months of September, I was depressed. And I went to the doctors, and I said to him, I'm depressed, because I did an online test, and it said that I'm depressed. And he started giving me Sertraline, it was. So I started taking them. It made no difference. I phoned him up, and he increased the dose and increased the dose and increased the dose to the point where I was on the maximum you can possibly have. Anyway, I've been on the maximum dose for, I don't know, about a month. And I was going through all the turmoil in my life, and I couldn't understand why I was feeling so bad. And there were so many things going on. And I booked an appointment, and I thought, well, I'm going to see him face to face. My whole life was a complete mess, absolute mess. And then he said to me, okay, we'll put you on different medication. So what I need you to do is taper off what you're on. He said, you're going to have side effects. He said, but, you know, it won't be for long. It won't be forever. So we'll try on different medication. So he put me on something like a 3-month taper plan. And I'm not joking. I came back. I threw him in the bin. I threw everything in the bin. I took the label off so nobody knows it's from me, you know. But I threw him in the bin. And I felt no withdrawal symptoms. It was at that time that I made the 100% committal in my mind to move, to leave this place, to sell up, to go, to do everything I possibly could. I started decorating and redoing absolutely every room. I've been through all the torment of putting it on the market, been through the torment of solicitors, estate agents, surveyors, and God knows what. And I don't know how I did it. Now, I made that decision when I came back from the doctors a few days after I made that decision 100%. I'm committed to this. I am going to do it. You know, I've not felt depressed, not in the slightest. I felt guilty about a few things, like I've got to leave my mum and dad. I'm not leaving Chloe because Chloe wants me to do it. And she said that she'll feel proud of me if I do. I don't know how many times I've said that this has gone through so clean, everything start to finish. I started decorating and I thought, I can't do this, I can't do this. Yes, you can do this. And I'm lying in bed on the morning, I'm thinking, I can't do this, I can't do this. Yes, you can do this. I've never done anything like this in my life, anything close to this. On a scale of 1 to 1,000, I'm usually a 10, but this is 1,000. That's how much of an adventure this is, of an uncertainty, although it's not an uncertainty anymore, because I know it will work, because I'm going to prove a lot of people wrong. I'm not going to be anyone false. If I'm happy, I'm happy. If I'm sad, I'm sad. If I'm pissed off, people will know about it. And I don't care who I offend. I don't care. I never have done. As I said in the last video, you know, talking about depression, if I've offended anyone, I couldn't give a shit. Why should you care about being yourself? And if people don't like it, they won't watch it. It's as simple as that. So I am 100% happy with my decision on what to do, of where to go, and how to do it, and when to do it. Now I know that this is 100% the right thing to do. It's a move in life. It's to do something that I enjoy, which I love. I love motorbikes. I love the open road. I love the freedom of it. And I can't be free to do it over here because of the weather, the rain, the cold, and everything else that makes my leg bloody hurt. It's just me and the open road. That's it. Nobody else. No ties, no nothing to hold me back. The only person that holds me back is me. People don't like change. It's just a human nature. People do not like change. It's things like you have a baby, you get married, somebody dies, you lose your job. That's when you make changes. You don't make other changes, any changes otherwise. So why wait until that happens to make a change in your life? A sequence of events and things suddenly coming together at all the right time. And it's about bloody time as well. I waited over 20 years for this to happen. And I know that in 20 years' time, I'm going to look back at this and think that is the best 4 months' work I've ever done in my life.